Hello guys, so today we're gonna be reacting to Tony Gaston Talks Short Men, Obese People, and Our Country's Insecure Entitled Dating Culture. Part 5. Tony Gaston is one of my favorite people. Let's hear what he has to say about dating. Let's go.
So I believe the majority of people are too immature and selfish to get
It's a
married,
clear
right?
video, man. Wow.
Do you think the majority of people have the intellectual capability, spiritual strength, emotional maturity, and selflessness to make a marriage work?
Everyone has it in them, but there are very few people who are feeding it and believing it and accepting it. So in our society, majority of people are single because they're selfish. And in order to be in a marriage, you gotta be selfless. And so men and women.
Guys, I'm not married yet, but from even a relationship, even regular dating, that's not marriage. You still have to be selfless with your time, with your emotion, with your money, whatever it is. You still have to be selfless. You have to serve the other person, right? So even if you're not even married, you can still understand the principle of this. With your brothers, sister, your parents, your mom, your friends, whatever, you have to sacrifice your time, money, relationship, emotional intelligence, whatever it is. You still have to sacrifice a lot of stuff, right? And the marriage is gonna be a little bit more because you guys are actually in a union. You guys are one, right? Let's get back to it.
Alike that are single, majority of them, there's a group who are single and healthy and they're ready, but they haven't met their match. But the majority of them that I meet,
Yeah, I'm not ready, but I'm building myself up to be ready. So technically, I'm not ready. I'm one of the people that's single, but definitely living right, definitely living by the will of God. You get me? We're trying to build ourselves, be men before we actually go court a woman. So that's another thing to think about if you're a man.
they're too immature, they're too selfish, and they too caught up in fantasy and unrealistic expectations. Like I meet men who are 5'6".
5'6" is crazy for a man, but hey, if you're short like that, short kings ruling the world, man. It don't matter if you're short, if you're 5'2". You got me, bro. Just get it, man. Get it.
And they want a 5'10" woman who looks like a model, a runway model. It's not realistic because a 5'10" woman doesn't want to be towering over her man. And that's just human nature. But because this man has been hurt from being 5'6", he wants this tall woman for validation. Because if he could get this tall woman, that means he's somebody. That means he's a boss. That means he's him. So he wants this tall woman who would be out of his league because of ego, not because he just likes her, not because they get along great. And I'll meet women who are 250 pounds and they want a man.
That's crazy. How you woman 250 pounds? Come on. You're eating too much. Get in that gym, limit your calories, move more, lose that weight. Honestly, I don't think no one should be dating if you're above that 250. That's crazy. A regular size woman should be around 130 to, I would say, I would say 120 to 150. That's a good range for a woman. Above that, you're kind of getting a little big, especially except if you're pregnant. If you're pregnant, it's a little bit different, right? So, guys, let's get back into it.
Man who is 150 pounds.
Sorry to cut you. When did this start? I feel like I didn't grow up
Damn,
around this.
that's a 100 pound difference. Most of the time, is the man is bigger than the woman. So if you're 250 and you want a man that's 150, hey, come on, be realistic. Come on, come on. But how'd you get that big though? Y'all gotta relax with the food, man.
Delusion. Like I didn't grow up around where you had an obese person with the expectation and truly believing that another person who's not obese would be attracted to him. And I'm not trying to fight down. I'm not trying to get at people. I'm just saying in regards to like that compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think like where did it get so delusional in our society where it's like
I would say it got delusional with social media, right? Because women like online make it seem like regular women day to day can achieve the things they have achieved in the industry, right? A woman that's 120 or 30 pounds has had surgery done on her body parts, and is talking to a woman that's weighing 200 or 250 pounds, talking to her like they're in the same class, doesn't make sense. That's why they get deluded, right? That does not make sense. If you're 250 and you want a man that's 160, 170, you also have to be less than 250. It's just reasonable. A man wants someone that is attractive to them. 250 pounds is not attractive at all, right? I gained some weight. I'm trying to cut it down now. I'm putting in the work, going to the gym, eating right, exercising, doing everything I can to lose that weight. Because I understand being obese is not a good thing at all. So if you're a woman and you're 250 pounds, you're not making any choices, any decisions to come down. Lose the weight is extremely hard because if you're in America, you have too many options, too many readily available foods next to you. So the thing is, you have to have that mental courage and that mental strength to understand. I don't want to be this way forever. I don't want to be this big. I don't want to live like this forever. I'm in pain. I'm sick. My arteries are clogged up. My heart is acting different. I can't even run a mile without dying. These are the things you have to think about and get better in. A woman or a man. I'm doing my part, so hey, do your part.
people feel in their heart that they're deserving of a certain type of person when they don't match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's all out of insecurity, ego, and greed. So what happens is they've allowed the media to make them feel entitled
That's the word, entitled. Yeah, that's the word I want to say.
without them even putting in the work. So now they feel entitled to someone of another body composition who has put in the work to have that body composition, but they don't want to walk 30 minutes a day. They don't want to have an eating window. They don't want to sacrifice. We're not talking about the health issues where people have a thyroid issue and all of that. We're just talking about choices, lifestyle choices. They don't want to make the lifestyle choices to have a better body composition, a better outlook on life, more confidence. Instead, they're operating from ego and arrogance, which comes from insecurity and weakness. Confidence comes from humility. And so they want someone, and men and women alike. I've had large men tell me they want a little woman, meaning overweight men say they want a small, petite woman.
But the thing is, the problem is that men could actually get that petite woman if they have other areas in their life successful. I've seen all the time. I see it all the time. The couple, the man is a little bit bigger, the woman is a little bit smaller, but they're in a relationship, right? Because the man is bringing all the value to the table, right? But that doesn't mean it's good either. The man has to be healthy, and hopefully that man changes his mindset and gets in shape and gets fit. But I think it's different for men and women. A woman, mostly a man is kind of visual. You like to see what he likes. So if you see something he likes, he's gonna approach. If you see something he's not attracted to or likes, he's not going to approach or he's not going to talk to you. And that's the problem with bigger women, right? Less men approach them because they're not really desired like that by men. There's nothing wrong with the man or the woman. It's what it is. You don't look healthy. You look unfit. You look untrained. You look that you have no self-control. That's the problem. If a man sees that, he's gonna have an issue with that, right? Let's get back into it.
And I'm like, what makes you think this little petite woman wants you who are overweight on top of her for the rest of her life, and vice versa. But it's entitlement, it's selfishness. But the through line is seeking validation, seeking approval. So when we feel less than, we feel unworthy in society, we want to seek this approval. So if we can get what we aren't, that means we're valued, we're qualified, because we are afraid of our reflection. When we look in the mirror, we don't like what we see. So we don't want a person who is a reflection of us, because that's ugly.
Yeah, man. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I see. I'm like, I have to fix myself. I have to get in the habit of being safe and being healthy. So I'm like just looking at the mirror and looking at if you like what you see. The things that you can't change, obviously, you might still have insecurities about those, but things that you change, your weight, the mass that you have in your body, just your skincare, whatever it is, all those things can be changed, can be worked on, can be improved. Things like that you want to improve first before you work on the things that you can't improve, things that are just genetics. The way you look, your hairline, your eyes, your mouth, your teeth. Your teeth, you could do something about teeth. That's way different. But stuff like that require a little bit more work and more money, more resources. Losing weight doesn't require much resources. Get a gym membership, go on a diet. You probably even save more money going on a better diet, eating less food, right? Let's get back into it.
To us. We want someone who is who we aspire to be, because that validates us. But not realizing who we aspire to be does not want us, because they've put in the work, or they've lived a different life, or they've gone through different things, that they don't value our complacency, or nor do they respect our entitlement or our selfishness. And this is something that people get mad about. They don't want to hear it. Oh, you you body shaming. Oh, you height shaming. Oh, you just focusing on material or just the looks, the external, when it's not even about that. From my perspective, it's about liking who likes you, because of that being your reflection, because of them being a person who has put in.
I understand this too. Me, I want it better, so I'm like, I'm doing better. So I'm trying my best to be the best man possible so I can attract the best woman possible. I don't want to be a bum and then try to go out and date and then get a bum and be mad. Why did I have a bum? I want to have a woman that's great. You get me? So I want to put in the work as a man so you can attract the woman that's in your dreams. All right? Let's finish this. About one more minute.
The equal amount of work that you've put in. The more work you put in, the more you get from life. The more sacrifice you make, the more success you have. I got that sign on my wall that says sacrifice comes before success, even in the dictionary. That's my quote that somehow went viral and made it with this company thing. But I believe in that, because if you're not willing to sacrifice your ego,
What
your
was that quote
selfishness,
again? Let's go back.
with this company, my quote for success, I got that sign on my wall that says sacrifice comes before success,
Sacrifice
even
comes
in the
before success.
dictionary.
Yeah, in the dictionary.
That's my quote that somehow went viral and made it with this company thing. But I believe in that, because if you're not willing to sacrifice your ego, your selfishness, your unrealistic expectations, you're going to suffer. And so that's what's happening in our society is because of technology, because of social media, because of online dating, which is all technology, we are lazy, complacent, entitled, selfish, and delusional.
Well, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Great video. I think I think it's gonna be a part 6 in a few weeks. So we gonna react to that too when it comes out. Thank you guys for watching again, and hopefully you learned something new. Bye.